Something just a little bit different. If I could just figure out a way now to put my theme music in there, huh? Davina, how are you this evening? Greg, nice to have you along with us. Randy. Hey, Scott. All right, now I got to figure out how to get rid of this. Although I do like it. Let's see, Brand. There we go. Something a little different, right? Anyway, like I said, if I could just figure out a way to get my theme, Johnny starts right out. Mike, what day is it? It's hump day. That's kind of what I thought. Kind of like the old TV show days. Get a little background music in here. And there's got to be a way. All right, let's get rid of it. There's got to be a way to get my outdoor magazine music in there. I just don't know what it is yet. But you know me. I love playing with this stuff. Oh, who's with us? Robert's with us this evening. Dan, Jeff. Hey, Daryl, how are you? Daryl, the White River wolf hunting guide. His clients have been so successful this year. Hello, Lee. John likes it. John likes the music. I kind of liked it too. Good evening, Ted. How are you? Like I said, if I could, better than the buzzer. Well, there's going to be a buzzer too. Like I said, if I could just figure out a way to get the outdoor magazine theme music in there, and I guess I could play it on a speaker here and just mix it through my mic, but that would be so unprofessional, wouldn't it? And I kind of like doing things in a professional manner. Good morning, or good evening, Corey. You don't have to say, Mr. Avery. Ready for turkey and walleye here in Michigan. Rain or snow in the UP tonight? Scott's asking Johnny. I will be in the UP in Escanaba, the Riviera of the North, Friday evening. I'm there working with the folks from Radio Results Network. Mike Daniels, a guy who put me on 6 stations at once. That was a very, very big move. I'll be up there Friday from 6 till 8 officially in Escanaba at the Wright Butler Building as part of the Radio Results Network Sport and Rec Show. Come on and see me. Brian Armstrong says, Mike, what day is it? It's hump day. Tony says, happy hump day. Crow season over, 51 crows. The wolf season in White River will be open or closed tomorrow too, I think. Or the first. Maybe tomorrow's the last day. Ed says, freezing rain off and on all day, ready for spring. Aren't we all, Ed? Aren't we all? Bob Swales, Whitetail Pines. Jim says, how is everybody doing? Zedge app for the buzzer. Hello, Uncle Johnny. How are you? Where'd you go, Johnny? There you are. Hey, Uncle Johnny. Do you have a little one on your lap tonight? Do you have a granddaughter on your lap tonight, Johnny? And she's there. Peyton says hi. Hi, Peyton. How are you? Peyton is one of my most loyal viewers. Pepe, I saw a video of you, and you weren't saying a very good word. I think you learned that from your grandma. The weather is indeed, where we go, testing our patience. Where did I see that? Larry from South Africa, who said hi this morning, was Larry and Nikki. They won the 2 guns at your dinner. They are hunting with Ferdy. They have 14 animals so far. I didn't realize that, Craig. And Craig, have you made contact? I think I was supposed to do this, and I think I dropped the ball. Have you made contact with the folks, or for the people who won the dinner, who won the Africa trip at our dinner? App for the buzzer. Hello, Mike. App for the buzzer. Hey, Joe, how are you? Happy hump day to you, Trent. Do you have the name, Craig? Escanaba is his favorite Michigan town, the Riviera of the North. I will be up there. I will probably, unless I decide to stay overnight, and Johnny, my wife, Denise, is telling me I should rather than make that drive home. Understand you'll be at my house. Excellent. Friday evening. I am ready for turkey season. Hey, Lori, how are you? Mike Streeter, fellow old guy, how are you? How are things in Florida? Graham's. Oh, Davina's been to Escanaba before. It's been a long time since I've been up there. If you are a Uber in that area, I realize the UP is huge, but if you're in that area Friday evening, stop by and say hi. Love to see you. Love to see you. Love to say hi. Believe it or not, Nick says 2 months from today, I'll be bear hunting. Is that possible, Nick? Is it 2 months already? There will be Maker's Mark tonight, but there's not yet. I hate to start these out with Maker's Mark because Mike says good. 2 months. No, Nick, that's hard to believe. Nick Grillo, of course, of Michigan Brand Meats, along with us, michiganbrand.net. Soon, in a little while, we'll be giving away a Michigan Brand ham for Easter. Excellent, Lori. Appreciate that. Excellent, Lori. What's not working? What's not working, Mike? What's not working? Because I think everybody else has my video. Everybody else can hear the audio. But Mike says it's not working. Could be on your end, Mike, if you're having technical difficulties. Turkeys everywhere at the Great Gaylord Snowman Cam. Hey, Scott, how are you? Checking in from Livonia. Old-fashioned Strohs, thinking of my dad. You know what? That's pretty cool. Am I going to be at the fairgrounds? Johnny, help me out. Where is the Wright Butler building? I'm assuming that's at the fairgrounds. Do I field dress my turkeys? Yes. Had to think about it. Good evening, Dave. How are you? Ken checking in from Pinconning or Pinkening. Davina says, unmute it. Where'd Davina go? Unmute it, she says. Would love to see a Michigan spring hunt, maybe 25 tags a year, boar only once in a lifetime. I can't argue with that, Dan. Can't argue with that. Thank you, Cliff. You're a step ahead of me. Remember, it's time for new licenses and maybe boat tags. Do I have countdown apps on my phone for hunting and fishing seasons? No, I do not. Joe, I'm going to be at the fairgrounds. Johnny, help me. Hey, Mike, one simple question. I'm looking for a party pontoon fishing boat. Any recommendations? A party pontoon or a fishing boat? Geez, a party pontoon or a fishing boat? Let me think about this. If it could be 8.5 feet wide, if it could be comfortable, safe, with triple tubes, if it could be made in Michigan, if you could have your choice of outboards, I'm going to go with Angler Quest. AnglerQuestPontoons.com. Port Huron says hi. The new bow hunter safety coordinator for Oakland County. Congrats. Check the date on your flares. Absolutely. That's right at the fairgrounds, Johnny said. Okay. Caught a limit of perch today in the cuts, Roger says. Hey, Roger, would you send those to me? I can post them. I'll give you plenty of, I'll give you credit. An extended deck. Family fish. Tim's been scoping out that family fish. Jeff says, I heard Angler Quest might have one or two. Yeah, probably. Although, hey, John, by the way, how you healing up, buddy? I'm still waiting for my Angler Quest. They're going to build it. If you build it, they will come. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Good evening, Dave. How are you? Optimistic I'll have mine by the end of April. I'll get it when I get it. Ain't no thing. Okay, yes. Thank you, Cliff, for the reminder on the new hunting and fishing licenses. And yes, my Angler Quest will be different from everybody else's. If you build it, the walleye will come. Thank you for that. My Angler Quest is going to be, yes, we are, Tammy. Patience, my dear, patience. My Angler Quest will be different from every other Angler Quest made. All of the Angler Quests have a round storage compartment in the helm station that is meant for keys, wallets, maps, cell phones, whatever. Mine is actually a cigar tube My boat, that round compartment is built as a cigar tube. And mine is the only one that has a cigar tube. Caseville, Larry says, no perch at Mud Creek. I might come and see you. I'll pay the $6, but I believe I'll have something for you to take back for you and your wife. Johnny. Every day's a new day. Can't complain. Better and better. Excellent, John. Glad to hear that. Didn't you go through this on the last one? What, my cigar tube? The thing about my last one was I only had it for a year. Hey, Terry, how are things in Shingleton? I talked to Brad on this one. I'm going to keep this one probably for a couple of years for a couple of reasons. Number one, it avoids this hassle in the springtime. Yeah, mine's custom. It has a cigar tube. Now the other boats have a no, Scott, yours is not a cigar. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Scott, your boat. Well, since you bought my old boat, you might consider it this. But yes, your boat has a round circular compartment. But only mine is considered a cigar tube. It is nightcrawler proof, John. Yeah, that's a good point. Because if you were to put a dozen nightcrawlers in there on my boat and screw it shut, it would never be opened. And it would seal the smell of those nightcrawlers in for a while. They can't complain better when I get my brand new pontoon. How about I would like to invite you for a ride and I'll bring you cigars. Bring the cigars. Hey, not a bad deal. You bring the cigars. They better be Fat Bottom Betty's or something of equal quality. None of that cheap stuff I'm smoking right now, although I will get a couple of nice cigars for the drive north. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to keep this one for a couple of years just because it's so hard to get motors. Big motors, those 300. So when we get one, we're going to hang on to that boat. A couple of things I want to talk about tonight, in addition to giving away a Michigan brand ham here in a few minutes. A couple of things that have been bothering me. And if you were with me this morning, you might be knowing about where I'm going. Didn't even bring the crawler thing up. No, Rob, you didn't have to. I brought it up. Ed got 2 dozen of them today. Daryl Godden of White River was on here earlier. I think he still is. Daryl is a guy, one of my many friends from White River, Ontario, and he's guiding wolf hunters up there this year. A couple of Michigan hunters went up there, bought a couple of, where do I buy my cigars? Wherever I can get them the cheapest. Got a couple of nice wolves. I posted them because I think wolf hunting is cool. Posted the video that those hunters put together. Then I posted a video I had done about 10 years ago. Well, I got to bring some hunter sticks. Yeah, I will. Hunter sticks. Thank you. I'll bring some hunter sticks. I'll bring a bunch of them. I'll bring a bunch of Mike Avery hunter sticks from Michigan Brand Meats. Maybe. Let's see how many I can get my hands on. Maybe I'll bring some and give away some during my personal appearance. We'll play it by ear. That's not a promise. That's a thinking out loud type thing, which always gets me in trouble. I'm not, no, the most experienced outdoorsman in North America, John. Let's get it right. You know what really hurt me about watching that video of mine from 10 years ago? The fact that I was 100 pounds heavier. And it really hurt to see that guy. I'm glad I'm not that guy anymore. John, I was up there hunting with my dart and crossbow, and I decided not to take a small scruffy wolf in front of me with my crossbow. So I picked up my guide, who was Pete Jones of Superior Bear Outfitters. His was a bold action. I believe it was either a 270 or 30-06. So I was using his rifle. If I was to go up there now, I would I would use the gun that I'm hoping to get soon, which is that Brenton USA hunting rifle, AR style in a 350 Legend. I figure that is a very, very, very good all-around gun. I think that'd be a great wolf gun. Hey, Ross, how are you? You met your daughter for dinner. Well, that is a wonderful excuse. I will accept that as a viable excuse. And Ross, it looked like you had a great trip. Ross, we got to start putting dates together too. You and I are doing a couple of different fishing trips this summer, even though you're not my first mate on Walleye for Warriors this year. I will forgive you for that. Okay. So I posted some video about wow, I hope that's a good wow, Dan, of wolf hunts. Now keep in mind, wolf hunting is legal, it is biologically sound, it's biologically necessary according to the Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources, or they wouldn't have a wolf hunt. It drives me crazy when people who think they are experts, and they're only experts in their own mind, start complaining about legal actions of fellow hunters and anglers. I can't stand it. There is nothing, let me rephrase, there are few things in this world that get me as mad as when somebody condemns or demeans the legal actions of a fellow hunter or angler. If you don't like the idea of wolf hunting, don't do it. Just don't go. Don't drive to Ontario. Don't spend your money for the license. Don't spend your money for the outfitter. Just don't go. I'm laughing at yours, Scott. It hurts to go back and look at that old video, doesn't it? I hear you. So if you don't like something somebody's doing and it's legal and they are a licensed hunter, I suggest you just keep your mouth shut. Because if what you want to do is knock them down, complain about them, berate them, belittle them to somehow make yourself feel like more of a man or a woman, you're not doing anybody any good. You're hurting the hunting community. So like my mom used to say, if you don't have anything good to say, then just don't say it. I don't care what your qualifications are. I don't care if you're an author and the most experienced outdoorsman in North America. If you don't like it, don't do it. But don't cut down other people who choose to do it. We are our own worst enemies. Well, that one, Davina, no, we can't. That'll never happen. And if you try to make such comments on my social media outlets, hey, Doc, how are you? If you try to make such comments on my social media outlets, I'll delete them. And the term I used this morning is, I'll ban your ass. And you won't be on my social media outlets anymore. Mike, what time Friday? My brother David's trying to rub shit. David, chill out. Johnny and I have this covered. My good friend Johnny. I am there in Escanaba from 6 till 8. Probably earlier, maybe longer. Dan says, if it's legal, shut up. And it's not just hunting. I'll give you a fishing example too. Springtime walleye fishing down on the Detroit River or Lake Erie. And you see these guys and gals holding these big double-digit spawn-filled females that they took home and they ate. And these online fisheries experts come out of the woodwork and they gripe about it and they complain about it and they call these people all kinds of names saying, you can't do that to the fishery. You can't do that to the resource. Just thought of something. Well, you know what? In those fisheries, you can't. The fishery can take it. If you were to try to do that in a lake in Ontario, an inland lake, or northern Michigan, or the UP, no, it wouldn't be a good idea. But in those fisheries, Lake St. Clair, Lake Erie, Detroit River, they can take it, and it's okay. So don't gripe about somebody keeping a big fish. Well, look at all the eggs. That 10-pound, 10-year-old fish has already done her part to propagate the resource. She's laid millions and millions of eggs over the years. And she's not as good of a spawner as a younger 6-pound fish is. So just get off your high horse, people. St. Clair River as well. Yes, Dave. I am. Cliff, that's a good point. On my way up there, since I'll be going right by the Rapid River showroom, I'm going to stop by there and I'm going to see the folks there and I'm going to bring out my Rapid River knife and I'm going to have them tweak the edge on it. I've been experimenting with something that Chris Durson told me on the air. He said, strop your knife. Now, I recognize that term as an old term and something barbers do. Strop your knife. And that means take it on a piece of leather or even denim and run it this way. Okay, don't do it this way. So you're going to cut like you're trying to cut it. Do it this way and then do it this way. And what that does is it breaks down the little micro particles on the edge and it gives you a nice sharp edge again. And I've been experimenting with that, Chris Durson of Rapid River Knife Works, and it does work very well. You wouldn't think so, but it does. Even so, since I'm driving right by the showroom, I will stop there and I will have them put a nice new edge on my Rapid River knife. I'm not taking snowshoes to the UP. I figured by the time I get up there on Friday, it's going to look like springtime. Right, Craig? What do you say? What do you say we give away Michigan brand ham? MichiganBrand.net, MichiganBrand.net. You know how this works. In just a second, I'm going to open the contest. A reminder, if you have won anything here on Wednesday Night Live in the past year, please do not enter this contest because we want to give as many people a chance to win as possible. That is for sure, Tim. Should get a leather strap so I can strap it. I should, but what Chris told me, use an old belt. He said, just use an old belt. It works fine. And that's what I've been using, an old belt, and it works just fine. I know, Stacy, you, my dear, have a horseshoe in your back pocket. Relax, Tommy. We're not quite there yet. Anyway, start right now. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to make your comments on why you want to win. I love that name, Bear. Bear LeClaire. There is no cooler name than Bear LeClaire except for Fred Bear. 2 minutes to make your comments on why you want a Michigan brand ham. Now, I will ask you this. I've been using the rough side, the back side, but I'm no expert at this, but I'm finding out it works. Please don't make a comment about you would give this ham to a needy family. That is a wonderful, wonderful thing to do, and God bless you for doing that. But when you make a comment like that, it's almost impossible for Nick to choose a winner. Is there any other brand? Ham for the holiday. Great giveaway. Thank you. Brad says, I'd love to try the Michigan brand ham. Your meat sticks are great. My wife doesn't like ham. Help me change your mind. If she has a Michigan brand, she will like them. Such a great company, Joe says, and that indeed they are. Tommy says, let's do this. Ham, please. Ham. Please, please, please. I'd love to cook my family a wonderful ham for Easter. A minute 30 on the contest. Isn't Sam I am. Andrew's never had one. Where'd you go, Andrew? Andrew, that is, if it's not a sin, it's at least a crime that you've never had a Michigan brand ham. Bill wants one. Chris wants one. 1 minute on the contest. Diane wants one. 1 minute on the contest. Michelle wants one. Bob wants one up in Charlevoix. 45 seconds. Yeah, I'm not keeping track. 45 seconds. Ooh, an Easter. Where'd we go? An Easter ham. Where'd I see that? I saw one. There we go. Easter dinner on the bank of the Manistee. 30 seconds on the ham. Ross. Way too good to give away. 30 seconds on the Michigan brand ham. I don't know. I'm not feeling it tonight. I might surprise myself. 20 seconds on the Michigan brand ham. A day of fishing on the Angler Quest. Mike brand. Oh, nice. 20. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. It's been a little over a month since I had COVID, and I can still feel it in there. It was a pretty good one. Put the music back on. I should play the music in the background. Put the music back on. Come on. 24. But Ross, you're not the official timekeeper. John Callison is the official timekeeper, and he says 23.6 seconds. That's okay. It's not where I need to be. That's what I need. Breathe, Avery, breathe. That's not where I need to be. Yes, you should put the music back on. That's an 8 on a scale of 10. I'll take an 8. COVID case makes your hair fall out. That and a real sharp razor. Rounds up to 24, Martin says. Hey, Martin, Jared Carpenter is tonight's winner. Jared Carpenter. Congrats, Jared. Jared, you are the winner of this week's Michigan brand ham for Easter, part of our Ham for the Holidays giveaway. Thank you, Nick Grillo, Michigan Brand Meats, and the entire Grillo family. Their website, michiganbrand.net. If you do not have a nearby store, you can go online to michiganbrand.net, and I'll get to you, Martin, and you can order them online. Okay. We will do these. How many more Wednesdays is there before Easter? 3, maybe? We will do these for the next few weeks until Easter and give you a chance to win a Michigan brand ham. Nick Grillo, I appreciate it very, very much. The whole Grillo family. Jess said, that's the one I picked too. Can't even get me on the radio. Davina, you can hear the podcast. michiganbrand.net. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it as always. Nick Grillo, the Grillo family, great people, very generous. Hardcore outdoorsman, michiganbrand.net. Okay, what I started to say, Martin, is that is very generous. Thank you, George, for noticing that. That is very generous of Nick and the Grillo family. Okay, what I started to say, Martin, and for anybody listening, we have one more opening for our Ohio bow hunt with Bill Piles of Ohio Bow Hunting Outfitters. It's the 3rd week in October. 2 more Wednesdays, Lori says. It's the 3rd week in October. We have an opening. And I'd just soon take somebody from here from Wednesday Night Live. It's not a free trip. You have to pay for this trip. $2,300. That's a discount in Bill's rate. Lodging and meals are included. When is the deposit due? It's due pretty much now, Martin. However, if somebody wanted to go and I could vouch for them, Bill would extend, I suspect, that deposit deadline. $2,400. Okay. I think it's $500 down or half down. Somebody else help me out. It's due now, Scott says. But like I said, we're still looking for one more hunter. So if somebody's coming in at the last minute, Scott, and I know them and I will vouch for them, I suspect they would get a little bit of a reprieve. Half is due. So $2,400, $1,200. Oh, Lori says $1,000. So it's due pretty much now. Yeah, Stacy, as lucky as you are, go play the lottery and you could do it. In need of a new engine. Well, you ain't going to Ohio this year, are you, Martin? All right, so I will throw this out there. If you want to join us in Ohio, the 3rd week in Ohio, hunting with Bill Piles of Ohio Bow Hunting Outfitters, OhioBowHuntingOutfitters.com. Check out the website. Did you hear 500? You might have heard 500, but it's more than that. Let me know, because we have an opening. Even if we don't fill it, we'll have a good camp. But I'd like to to be honest with you, I'd like to get Bill as much income out of this as possible. Yes, Stacy. Yes. I hear the Joe says a second year starting his own business. I hear you there, brother. But it'll pay off for you. It'll pay off for you. Just had yours replaced in the 2019 Silverado. Well, rotator cuff surgery, no turkey season, but you could use a crossbow for the fall bow season. Crossbows are allowed in Ohio. So anyway, if you're interested in that, send me an email, mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com, mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com. Looks like my internet speed might be off a little bit today. Work always gets in the way of your hunting. Yeah, me too, except it's kind of my job. That's right. Johnny's going to have a new ride to head down there. A beautiful truck. Just bought it from Ross. Tony, Mike, I'm going to try and get back fishing in the skinny water this year. If I can't message you, Josh Rivard to let you know. All right. Well, that'll be 4 of us skinny water rats in here right now. Tony and Tony, Anthony and Tony, and Josh and me. All I need now is a boat. It'll happen. All right, man. Good night. The Wolves. The Wolves, hey, Daryl. Daryl, does it? I suspect, Daryl, it bothers you as a guy who lives up there and knows that the wolf population needs to be controlled. When you have people out of the cities, and in your case, Toronto and such, telling you, oh, no, you shouldn't be hunting wolves. You need someone that loves to hunt afternoons and a couple of mornings, doesn't complain about me sleeping in. Johnny, you pay your money, you can do what you want, right? Bear Leclerc. Again, I love that name. Scott's a skinny water. No, Scott, are you skinny water like we're talking skinny water? I'm talking like skinny water. Oh, speaking of Scott Hand, Walleye for Warriors is still looking for a few more boat captains. The website is walleyesforwarriors.org. Walleyesforwarriors.org. You do not have to be a licensed charter captain to be a boat captain in this event. Walleyesforwarriors.org. And you can sign up to be a boat captain. The event is on Saginaw Bay this summer out of Linwood Beach Marina, June 11th and 12th, with fishing on Sunday the 12th. Very, very soon, that website will be opened up for veterans anglers as well. Well, let's see what Josh's definition is. Less than 5 feet. Ooh, Josh, that's skinny even for me. That's skinny even for me. I'll do it, and I've been there, and I've caught fish there, but even for me, that is skinny. Absolutely. What else? Oh, Jared, congrats on winning. By the way, Cliff, I swear you're reading my mind. By the way, Jared Carpenter, the winner of our Michigan brand ham, please send me a private message here or send it directly to Nick Grillo with your shipping address so they can get that out to you in time for Easter. And I will pass that along to Nick tomorrow. Blue Wall. I don't get over to that side much. I should. There was something else I want to talk about here. Oh, Cliff, this week's radio show rundown. You've heard me talk. I should pull the website up, but I won't. You've heard me. Yeah, I will. Won't I? Yeah, then I will. All right, let me pull this up here. Share screen, Chrome tab. Boom. Okay. You've heard me talk about this company before. Michigan-made Brenton USA AR-style hunting rifles. Highly accurate. Made in Lansing, just down the road from the governor's office. These are a new advertising partner of mine, and I feel very good about this relationship, and I think it's a company that I will likely be working with for a long time. The reason I bring it up is on this weekend's show, Mike King, who is the owner, the CEO of this company, joins me on the radio show. BrentonUSA.com, BrentonUSA.com. And then Tom Campbell of Woods and Water News. In hour number 2, we're talking with Clay Edney, Michigan's Morel Master. We may have jumped the gun. Let me bring up his Facebook page. We may have jumped the gun a little bit There we go. Here's his page. Share screen, Chrome tab. Boom. There's Clay's page. Michigan Morels on Facebook. I call him Michigan's Morel Master. Let's see if there's got any reports. Oh, that's an old one. Where's the? Oh, it's a pinned post. Here we go. 4 days ago. Okay, no reports of any Morels yet. This is a great place to keep an eye on. Michigan Morels on Facebook for the latest news on Morels. He is my opening guest in the second hour this week. Then Gary Whalen of the DNR. In hour number 3, we're talking with the man behind this knife right here, Chris Durson of Rapid River Knives. And, of course, Wild Game Chef Extraordinaire Dave Miner wraps it all up. Lori said she saw those guys at the SDI banquet. They are pretty sweet. I was $1,000. Yes. Well, it's $1,000 down payment, Stacy. There we go. Jared, congrats again. Send me a private message with your shipping address, but $2,400 on the hunt itself. I can't call him Dixie Dave anymore. I have to call him Wild Game Chef Extraordinaire Dave Miner, and there's a story behind that. All right, Johnny, I hope to see you Friday as well, buddy. Yeah, Lori, they asked me to go to that banquet, but I was tied up. But yeah, great company. Yep. Scott, which group are you working for? Is that a question to me, Scott, or is that a question to somebody else? Because if it's directed at me, I will answer it. I just don't know exactly what you're asking. What else? What else is on my list? We got a few more minutes here. Not many. We're starting to wrap it up here, but a few more minutes. Hunt your hunt. Hunt your hunt. Heading out. All right. Daryl, by the way, I texted him today. I said, are you taking any more wolf hunters? Because I have several people. He's asking Larry. Okay, thank you. Several people who want to get involved in that wolf hunt there in White River, but their season ends. It must end April 1st because their season ends after tomorrow. Will the 350 Legend be a cordless hole puncher? I think so. Amy will be on in 3 months again. We are going to have her on once every 3 months, every quarter. I think we're all ready for the cold to be gone, John. Detroit River is doing pretty well if you can take it, if you can take the brutal conditions. Nobody knows about sucker fishing? I'll ask again, Leah. Right now, the reports I'm hearing, Leah, are people are working on perch in the cuts. I know there are several people, although I'll tell you what, I saw a picture posted from Nick Grillo of Michigan Brand yesterday about sucker fishing. I do not know, Nick, are you still on? Was that picture that you posted from this year or was that from last year? Ross has 2 fall bear tags this year, and Johnny's making him some big promises. Have I calmed down about the guy this morning? Yeah, I have. Yep. He's not welcome on this page, and he's been banned. And did I look at my... No. Well, from when, Johnny? Yeah, I've been looking at your messages. Yeah, all right. That's a good question too, Scott. The guy this morning, yeah, I just, and here's the thing. If you truly have chops and you have experience and you have confidence, and with that confidence comes the fact that you know what you're talking about, you don't have to go around telling people that you know what you're talking about. Anybody who would accept the handle of North America's most experienced outdoorsman and then go online and belittle fellow hunters is not someone I want to be associated with and not someone that I want to have here on the page. And you won't see him here on the page again. I heard that, Jim. Some coho showing up in South Haven, also St. Joe. St. Joe. John says they're getting ready in Omer. They got trailers set up. So I'll try to find out from Nick. And Nick, and by the way, if you're still here, and I don't know if he is the picture you posted of sucker fishing from this year. 27 no suckers yet. So Tim is our guy right here. You want to know something? Talk to Tim. Everything from hunting and shooting to drones. That's to Ross. You guys. Yeah, I did circle back to him again, but I didn't mention his name this time, did I? Trailers everywhere. You went through there a couple hours ago. There were trailers everywhere. I don't like that type of thing. All right, let me try a little something here now. Let me go. Hang with me here for a minute. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Boom. All right. Does that mean we're getting ready to wrap up the show? Watch out for deer, Johnny says. Johnny, all right. All right, my friends. My name is Mike Avery. And this is Wednesday Night Live. For the first time with background music. All I got to do is get my Outdoor Magazine theme music in there, right? My name is Mike Avery. The website's MikeAveryOutdoors.com. The email address is mike@MikeAveryOutdoors.com. I do this every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. I also do a live behind the mic every Wednesday morning at 8:45 a.m. Thanks for joining me. Have a good night. We'll talk.